Okay, guys, let me get myself situated and Happy New Year to everyone. And let's get to it. Okay, let me make sure I got all my stuff so I don't have to.
I think you got it all.
I think so. I need it. Okay, I got my. Hey. Okay, I got my clips. I got my comb. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Since we're gonna do this live, I'm gonna try to do something live, and I'm trying to record a video at the same time, so I will be back and forth. But what you're gonna need your big comb, your fine tooth comb, because she just had braids, and we are taking her braids out. So this is a thick mess. I want you guys to see it live and in color. Um. Oh, thank you for your support. Just for watching. Thank you. So we're going to detangle this. She just had crochet braids and we taking them out. That's it. So you're gonna need your big comb, of course, your fine tooth comb. You guys know I always recommend that. Um, croc clips. If you're interested in the croc clips, like I said, we they're not on our site, but we sell them for $1, and I have other colors. I just buy. I'm not selling them like that. I just you guys ask me about them, so when I order them, I buy a bulk of them to pass the savings on to you if you guys are interested. Also, the spray bottles, if you guys are interested, I also have spray bottles, and I don't think I'm going to put them on the site. I just let you guys know who asked, and I get questions about them. So, also the spray bottles, we sell the spray bottles. So, if you purchase the products and you want the spray bottle, we just add it on and ship it with your stuff. So, okay, this is what we need. Okay, so how was you guys' New Year's? I won't be able to see all the comments. How was you guys' New Year's? I hope it was well. We are getting back into the swing of things. We have some great things coming to you guys in 2020. We are excited about 2020. So,
Ooh, what are you guys' New Year's? Is it resolution or
yeah,
revolution?
resolutions.
Resolution.
What's y'all New Year's resolutions if you have any? I don't know if people still make New Year's resolutions.
I
I mean,
try to.
I don't know. I just try and be a better me.
Yeah.
That's it. I just try to be a better version of myself. To lose weight, hopefully. Join the club. My other daughter, she wants to start eating clean, so we might eat a little cleaner. So that's her New Year's resolution is to eat cleaner. Okay, y'all, this is new to me, and I'm supposed to be recording a YouTube video for y'all to watch the full video. So I might need to hit record right quick. So this is new, so bear with me. I'm just excited for you guys to see everything live. Okay. It would be nice if I actually hit record. Let me see. Okay, guys, hold on. I'm having some technical. Put that kind of thing on. Okay, there we go. Don't let me forget this thing is recording because I'm talking to the live people. I'm gonna have to get used to this, you guys. So if you guys like these live recordings and all that, thumbs up, comment in the comment section, and I could do more live recordings if you guys like those better. The interaction, the live interaction, you guys get to see the good, the bad, the ugly, the knots, the tangles, the feisty ones, you
The
know,
feisty ones.
the ones that don't want to cooperate, and so you guys get to see me fight with all of that if you guys want to. And I have no problem showing you because it is what it is. So this part of the YouTube video, I'm just going to show them me taking your hair down. And as you guys can see, her hair is pretty dirty.
How long have I had this style?
Since Thanksgiving. Since just before Thanksgiving. I'm trying to see where I connected.
Thanksgiving.
Turn around these words. Remember we were on fire evacuation. Watch. Remember when I did this? That was just before Thanksgiving. Oh, this braid come all the way down here. Lord, yeah, it come all the way.
So I've worn this for a while.
Yeah, you've had these up for a while, so at least a good month. You guys have had these up, so you got your wear out of them.
Yeah.
And it gets better, guys. I'm just showing you guys the behind the scenes and what I actually do when I got to take these braids down, and people who have children with thick hair. I want you guys to see it live. So we have great things coming in 2020. So I'm excited about that. Excited about things we want to do, want to take, just everything to the next level. Things are going great, but we want to take it to the next level. So in 2020, we plan to work toward that. I want to grow my channel more because there's other things I want to do with this channel. Once I get it to where I want it, I want to be able to use this platform to bring up and coming young ladies or young men who are into hair and hair care. And, I want to be able to share my platform with other people. That's my goal for this channel, for it to not be as hard for young African American YouTubers who want to grow a business or just need the help. You have good content, but you just need the help of being recognized. So that's what I want to do with this channel. That's my goal. So you guys make sure you share the videos, make sure you thumbs up, make sure you comment. So all of that helps to push our platform so we can ultimately get to our goal to be able to help other up and coming YouTubers. Okay, I think I've taken enough down to get started, to at least show you guys what I'm doing. Okay, so under normal circumstances, guys, I would already have all of this taken down, but because this is live and it can get a little long, and I don't know how much time y'all got. If y'all got time, I got time. We got time together. But if you don't have time, I want to show you what you need to see so we can move it along. No problem. No harm, no foul. So normally you guys know all of this will be taken down. All of the back will be taken down. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to clip this front part out the way. And if you guys are still here for it, we'll get to that too. But if you're not, no problem. So, I'm clipping that out the way. Now, as you can see, her hair is very thick. I want you guys to see that. Her hair is very thick and it's nice and dirty and packed in the root. But that's okay. We're going to take care of all of that. She is a dancer, so her hair gets sweaty, her natural sebum, that's what everybody, and it creates a lot of not build up, but dirt at the root of her braids because she's sweating and she has synthetic hair in also, and it could just become a problem like this part right here. So what I always tell you guys, especially when you are dealing with very thick hair, this is what I want you guys to get. When you're dealing with very thick hair, you want to use a smaller section. And also, you also see a lot of people in their edges, the nape is very short. Because they are not taking the time to detangle the nape before they go into detangling the rest of the hair. So what we're going to do is we're going to detangle the nape first. Put it down. Of course, start with water. And I love this spray bottle. It's a light mist. You don't want to oversaturate the hair. Light mist. Just light. See that, guys? Light mist. Now, we're going to take the TM Hair Products Smooth Through Detangler. And I'm going to squeeze it on her hair where she has the most tangles. Lay it down. And that's right here at the root, right here. And I'm not squeezing a lot, but depending on your tangles and knots, depending on how many knots you have packed right here, you might need a little more. But you see how I'm working it in with my hand? I'm not scratching her scalp. I'm just working it in, turn. I'm just working it in with my hand. Just like that. Now you can already see the knots starting to break down. I'm going to use my fine tooth comb. Oh Lord, why don't I have the other thing recording? Hold on, y'all. Oh, this is hard. Okay, let me see.
It's okay, that's fine. You got this.
Okay. So when y'all see this video and y'all see me skip to this part, y'all already know why. Y'all already filled in. So just feel the people in the comment section say, okay, she did a live. Go check out the live for the missing pieces of the actual video. Okay. So now her hair has absorbed the product. I can still feel a few little knots, but it's already breaking down. So again, I like to use a fine tooth comb for this because if I use a wide tooth comb, it's not going to get all of the little knots. So this is what I'm doing right here. Done. And the shed hairs. Now her hair has been up since what, a week or two before Thanksgiving. So she's her natural hair that sheds. She's going to shed a nice amount of hair. So I don't want you guys to be startled because the hair that you shed when you take your hair down is all relative to the person, how much natural hair they shed. So don't become alarmed. She got a head full of thick hair, so she will shed more hair than I would if we had our hair up at the same time, and I hope that makes sense. So again, me working the water in. You see my sections? Now, if I wasn't talking to y'all, I could move faster. But you see my sections? My sections are small enough sections where, one, you don't have to slather too much product all over your hair. And I just want to say, baby, this is thicker than cold peanut butter. This is thick. This ain't a game. This ain't what you play with right here. This is the real deal. So you see I have to hold it and squeeze. You see that? That ain't going nowhere. I can hold her hair like this for 2 weeks. It ain't going nowhere. That's what you need when you have thick, coily, kinky hair. You need something thick that'll actually coat your strands. Not only does it coat your strands, but the detangling properties start to break down the knots and tangles in the hair. Got it? Got it. Okay. Now you see, it still ain't going nowhere. It ain't running all down our neck. It is because it's not. Okay, so now what I'm doing, I'm working this in. Now you want to work it completely through. Whatever section you're working on, you want to work it completely through. Why? I know, I hear y'all asking. Why? Why do I need to work it through? Why? Because you want to be able to have the detangler coat all the strands in between. Because in between those sections, in between the small section, that's where the hair is all tangled. So you want it to be able to penetrate from the top to the bottom. As you can see, it is penetrated here. So now I'm going to work it in. And I'm going to put a little bit, just a little bit on her hair. Just a little bit. Now I'm working it in. Put it there just a little bit. Again, I'm still using my fine tooth comb. And the shed hairs, they're just going to slide out. See that? See how the shed hairs just slide out, and she has very thick hair. You see how they just sliding out? Now, another section. Detangle. Now I'm gonna move on to the next section. You see how this method, it goes faster even though you're using little bitty, teeny, tiny, no, but not that tiny, but little pieces of hair. Because her hair is thick, if I try to comb through all of that thick hair, I'm going to pull out more hair than I would have if I had worked in smaller sections. So I'm going to take another section. If you have not done so, please thumbs up this video. That helps us out a lot. Please thumbs up the video. Okay, now again, now you see how this is not a clean part. Don't worry about that because you don't want to pull hair to make it clean. Then you'll be snatching out hairs, and over time you'll notice little thin spots in your hair. So don't worry about that, this part not being clean. We're going to clean that up later. Let's just get it detangled. Again, working the detangler in with my hand. So I want to make sure it goes all the way through. And this detangler is pretty concentrated. So if it feels thick in your hand, just add a little more water. That's all. Then because I feel a few little tangles, I want to put a little bit in her hair. So again, I'm going to take my fine tooth comb, and she has thick hair, as you guys can see, and it's just gliding through. It's no friction where it's just snatching her hair out. It's just gliding through her hair. Now I have to be careful when I get up here because that's not a clean part. It's not a clean part. Thank you. She is in no pain. Okay. I detangle before I shampoo. I do not shampoo hair before I detangle because in my experience, um, between the dirt and the soap with the shampoo, the hair just it locks up together. Like it really locks up together. Now this is the part you guys seen a little earlier where her hair was dirty, where the dirt was packed in. You see how it's just gliding through, gliding through. And when I tell you guys, this really takes the pain out of detangling. Before I shampoo, I detangle before I shampoo, not after. I'm sorry. Um, this really takes the pain out of detangling. As you guys see me here live, I'm not pulling, tugging. Now you might run into a snag, a tangle, a knot, and if we do, I'll show you how to work that out too. But for the most part, it's no pulling, no snagging, no pulling out unnecessary hairs, not ripping your hair, which makes your hair more uneven, more split. You have all of those other issues. So you don't have that problem when you use this detangler because her strands are coated very well. It's not just runny, it's not liquidy and running all down her hair. Her hair strands are actually coated. And that's what helps when you have thick, coily hair like ours. So now this part is detangled. I'm going to clip it over here. I'm going to take one more section. I try to stop at the ear and clean that part up. And if you guys are finding this video helpful, please give us a thumbs up because it helps our channel. It helps the YouTube algorithm. So it helps our channel. So give this video a thumbs up, please. So now this detangler is also a co-wash. So even all this dirt in her hair, people with very dry hair. Happy New Year, ma'am. Happy New Year. Thank you. I thank you so much. I'm trying to catch the comments and do this at the same time. Y'all, this is new, so it's like walking and chewing gum for me. So just bear with me. This is new. But I like interacting with you guys. Okay, so we spraying what was I saying? I was saying something. What was I saying? What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying, but okay. I forgot what I was saying.
Well, now you just say you were spraying my hair with water.
Okay, I sprayed. Well, they seen that. I don't know if anybody know the last thing I was talking about before I answered the young lady's question. Please tell me.
You said to like the video.
Okay, I did say that.
Because it helps us out.
Yeah, I said that.
And then right there, I forgot.
So your attention span ain't no better than mine. Like, you young. You're supposed to be like a recorder. Yeah.
Recorder?
Y'all help me. You're supposed to be on top of it. Now you see, I'm just detangling her hair, y'all. Just normal. Oh, I know what I was saying. Thank you. See?
What?
I was talking about the detangler as a co-wash. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait, did someone tell you what you were talking about, or did you just?
No, it came back to me. What you talking about? You don't know who you talking to. Okay, guys, this is also a co-wash. Now this is where my big comb comes in at, and I use the big comb up here too, but just around the perimeter and around the back where you have a lot more small knots and small tangles. That's why I use my fine tooth comb. And that entire section of her hair, this is how much hair came out. Now, to some people, this may be a lot of hair, but again, her hair has been up since what, a week or two before Thanksgiving. And she has very thick hair. So the amount of hair that she sheds would differ from myself or from one of my other daughters who hair is not as thick as hers is. So I hope that makes sense. So that's where this comb comes in. No, this comb is just this is which comb you talking about? This one or this one? Which you said something about a comb. So are you talking about this comb or this comb? Because these just beauty supply store combs, and then you all you need is a comb. I like this comb flexible, and I like the teeth size in the comb.
And it doesn't snap when you're combing your hair.
See, now you just said it for her. It doesn't snap her hair off when she's combing her hair. If I can get these combs in bulk, I will order them. I really like these combs. Y'all know I have trouble with combs. They mess up my parting situation. But if you guys like these combs and I can get them in bulk, but I'm gonna say these combs are pretty expensive. These are pretty expensive combs because you use them for not only parting. I use them for flat ironing. You can color hair with them and they don't absorb the color. They're chemical resistant. So so on and so forth. But anyway, um, yeah, I just want to show you guys that. So this is just the comb I get out of the beauty supply store. They have in that little big old bin where they have all the loose combs, and I just go grab me 5 or 10 of these and just keep them. So that's what that comb is. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up this part. And I like to take it from around ear to ear so it doesn't snag. I hate to snag loose hairs. So I'm going to clean up this part. And I comb through it. And then I comb through the whole section again with my finer tooth comb just in case I forgot something, just in case I missed it. And I want to say thank you guys for. I don't know the brand. I just order them, so I don't know the brand. I have to find out the brand because when I order them in bulk for myself, but they are pretty costly when you want to order one or two. So when I order them, I order like 20, 30, 40, 50 at a time. So if I order some more, I will post it on the video, Miss Brittany. And then if you want to buy it, I'll just pass the savings on to you. You could just pay me what I paid for it and you can buy it if that's what you want. So I have no problems doing that, you guys. Because it doesn't, wait a minute. See, it don't even have a name on it. It don't even have a name on it. So I'll see if I can order a bulk order like I do my clips. That's why I'm able to sell my clips for $1 a clip because I order them in such bulk because I use them for myself. And I just pass the savings on to you guys. So even if I don't sell them, I use them anyway. That's what I'm saying. So I don't buy them to sell. I just buy them. Let me turn this off. I just buy them because a lot of times you guys ask me about them. That's all. Okay, so I'm just going to twist this up. Now, why am I twisting her hair? See, I hear y'all questions already. Why are you twisting her hair? I'm twisting her hair because her hair is very coily, as you can see. And if I leave it out, it's going to coil back up on itself, and then I'm going to have to go back in and detangle it again, and I don't want to do that. So what I do is I just twist it, or you can loose braid it if you want. It's up to you, but twisting is easier for me. So I just twist it like this and make a little bantu knot so it doesn't hang all on her neck, and voila, I move to the next section. So yeah, that's what works for me now. Because our hair is thick, you can probably get 4 on each side, 8 sections. If your hair is thicker, you want 5 sections on each side, so you have 10 of these little buns when you finish. But the best way to move, not to move, I'm tripping. The best way to detangle is in small sections, especially if you suffer from like matting or hair that's very packed together. You want to move in small sections because if you're in a hurry and you detangle, now this is a bigger section because, like I told you guys before, a lot of her small knots and stuff are back here. So that's what I use this comb for. But now, even though she has some tangling up here, it's not as small and packed together. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to spray her hair, lightly misting her hair with water. Not saturating, lightly misting. I hope y'all can see that. Just lightly misting. That's it. Now her hair is thick. So I work the water into her hair. Water has the hair, it makes the hair pliable. Oh, you guys, thank you, Miss Shaw. If you go to our website and you register, her hair shrinks really bad. But if you go to our website and you register on our website, when we have special sales, we email them to our customers first that are on our email list on our website. So if you go there, you register, just like we just sent out a New Year's email to our customers where they were getting 25% off the bundle. So if you go to our website and you register, you will also get emails that we're going to be sending out in 2020, special coupons and things like that that may not be posted public on YouTube or Instagram and things like that. Now, as it relates to shrinkage, her hair shrinks a lot. It shrinks a real lot. Like, this is her hair, but we're going to be doing some cutting and trimming, and this is her hair just above the nape area. So yeah, it shrinks a lot, but nothing really. I don't know anything that really combats shrinkage. If you have hair that shrinks, that's just a part of the world of shrinkage. Because my hair shrinks a lot. That's why I don't like to wear my hair in its natural state, because my hair shrinks like 75%. So that I don't if I try to do a little wash and go or something, it'll look like a little teeny weeny afro. So that's why I don't wear my hair in its natural state. And my hair, just my natural hair, reacts better when it's stretched. It's just easier to maintain, easier to manage. Put it a little bit. Now see, she has, perfect example. She has some tangles here. You see this little knot here? She has a tangle here. So we just gonna work it out. That's why I like this comb. This is why I like this comb. So that I can work that out. See how I work that out? No hair loss. That's why I love these combs, for that reason. Or any pointed comb. We don't have to necessarily be that comb, but I like that comb because, like she said, it doesn't snag her hair out. But I have other combs with a point that I use just for that reason. And then we go back to detangling as usual. And sometimes, because you guys seen all the dirt in her hair, I like to chop through some of the dirt, because the detangler is already doing its job. The mere fact that I can do this, the detangler is doing its job already. So I like to chop through some of the dirt and some of the shed hairs that are going to come out. As you can see here, right here, that's where the shed hairs are going to come out the comb. I missed that comment, y'all. But so as you can see, that's where the shed hairs are going to come out of the comb. And again, it's no flinching, no ow, no snagging, no, you don't hear her hair snapping. You don't hear any of that. So I'm going to clamp this part out of the way. That's why I use so many clips. Y'all, I got so many clips in this girl here. I got one here, one, two, another one tucked under here. And that's why I keep clips on hand. Because when you have thick hair and working in sections, you got to keep stuff organized. It'll drive you crazy. Or at least me anyway. It'll drive me crazy. Again, working in small sections. Now, if I wasn't talking, y'all, I would probably be finished with this whole side of her hair right now. Now, as you can see, the amount of detangler that I'm squeezing on a section is determined by the thickness of her hair and how dirty and matted and packed in it is. I hope that makes sense. So this amount, I may not have squirted this much back here, but because her hair gets thicker up at the top of her hair and it's more packed together, I use this amount of detangler on her hair. So I'm just working it in like so. So I hope that makes sense. And remember, you want it to work in from the back to the front because you want to get all those strands in between. I'm going to put a little bit, just a little bit back here. And for those of you who use this detangler, you know how it breaks down knots and tangles. I'm going to spray a little bit more water because her hair is low porosity, so it takes longer for product to penetrate her hair. So that's why I try to work the water in with my hand to allow it to penetrate faster. Now I'm going up in here. I'm going to the danger zone up in here. Now you see how I like to chop through it with the comb, but it's not hurting her. It's not snagging her. I like to gently chop through the root after I've worked the detangler in. Gently chop through the root. I like these lives with y'all because I can explain stuff to y'all that I can't really explain that makes the video long. So I hope you guys are learning something or at least enjoying this because you get to hear things that I don't really get to say on an actual video. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. So I'm just working through, chopping through. And then once I chop through enough of the hair and I see it's detangled, now right here, and I don't know if you guys can see this line. This line right here is where the shed hairs are going to come out. Because now you've moved them down. The detangler has loosened them. You see that? Now they just come out. And also, if your hair tangles a lot, like a whole lot, you might need to trim your ends. Like we've already talked, so we're going to trim her ends because she's about due for a trim. And that causes your hair to tangle back up very easily as well. So sometimes you just need a good trim and of course a good detangler. And you all set. But this detangler can be used as a co-wash as well as a deep conditioner. And when you use it as a deep conditioner, it goes in to help strengthen the broken parts of your hair. A few people asked me, did I use protein treatments on my daughter's hair? No, I don't, because when I use these products, their hair stay in a constant healthy state. Their hair never breaks so much that I need to put a protein treatment on it because the detangler is balanced enough where there's a small amount of coconut oil in the product. Now, I'm sensitive to coconut, and she has nut allergies. She's allergic to every nut known to man. She has nut allergies. She has never had a reaction. Obviously, you guys see me doing her hair or broken out by using this detangler because this detangler also has shea butter, but it also has coconut, and she has serious nut allergies. Like she can't have almonds, walnuts, peanuts, you name it. She can't. She can't have it, but she has never, and thank God, because I've been using this on her since she was little, and we didn't find out she had allergies until when? Like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Like 2 years ago, and I've been using this on her since she was a little bitty girl, and she never ever had a reaction, thank God. But anyway, I was saying about the coconut. The coconut, when coconut is added to products, coconut oil acts like a protein. It acts like a protein because it's broken down to penetrate the hair deeper than, let's say, olive oil or shea butter. It's broken down. It penetrates the hair shaft deeper. So, like one time, one of my other daughters, I put just coconut oil on her hair, like just experimenting, and her hair was so soft, and it was just, oh, it was beautiful. And I tried the same thing with me. My hair felt like a brick. My hair just did not react well to the coconut oil. My hair felt like a brick. So I put, in formulating this, I put just a very, 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 very small amount of coconut oil, small enough for it to not make the hair hard, but just enough to strengthen the hair if it starts to weaken. Does that make sense? So no, I don't use protein treatments on their hair. I used to wear relaxers. I haven't used a protein treatment in years because of using this detangler. Just using this product the way it is, I don't need to use a protein treatment. My girl's hair is never breaking to the point where it's just falling out, where the protein bonds are broken and the hair needs to be strengthened. I never need that. Okay, so this section, as you can see, is a much thicker section. This section is now detangled. I'm going to twist this. I'm going to twist this and bend to not hit. Now, while this is sitting on her hair, even while her hair is dirty, when I rinse this out of her hair is going to be so soft. It's going to feel like her hair has been deep conditioned, but it hasn't, because of the conditioning properties and the detangling properties, the detangler breaking down the knots and tangles in her hair, and the conditioning properties. So that's why, and the co-washing properties. So it's gonna cleanse her hair without stripping it of oil. So if you've never used a co-wash is like a gentle way of cleansing your hair. If you suffer from extremely dry hair, like if your hair is really dry all the time and it can't retain moisture, using shampoo all the time is probably not very beneficial to your hair. Not saying you shouldn't use shampoo. You absolutely should use shampoo to cleanse your hair. But between shampoo treatments, shampoo washes, you should use a co-wash because it helps the hair to retain its moisture longer if you suffer from dry hair. Like my hair is very dry and my younger daughter's hair is very dry. It's very dry, so us using this as a co-wash is beneficial to us. Now here I'm just working. See, these are the knots that are gonna come out right here. See them? Just gonna work those out. Bam. Looks good. I'm just putting a little on the ends because I can feel some tangles at the end. Working it in at the root because that's where her hair turned a little bit. That's where her hair is thickest and it tangles more. Right in here at the root. I'm trying to let y'all see this so y'all can see it live and in living color. Now, Now when I come to a place where her hair is tangled, you see how I'm just gently chopping through with the big comb? Very gently. Not hurting her, not snagging, no ouch, no. Y'all be doing the kids wrong. I be seeing them videos, y'all be doing the kids wrong. They be crying and like, yeah, it's not necessary. It isn't. And I got one of the most tender-headed children, well, two in the three most tender-headed children in the world. Do you hear me? Boy. Turn around some. And you see the sections of hair? You see how I keep them at a certain size because it helps you to go through the hair faster. Now, as you can see, because I'm not talking as much, I'm getting done on this side even faster. As you can see, look at my sections. I put the detangler on there, working it in. As you can see, my daughter has very thick hair and her hair it's not curly, but it's more coily. And this is shed hairs that's just coming out. But as you can see, I don't know if you just chimed in, and thank you for doing it, Flurry Angel. Um, as you can see, I'm detangling her hair with ease. These are the shed hairs that's coming out because she's had her hair in a protective style since probably about 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. So her hair has been up for a nice amount of time. So that's why she has the amount of shed hairs. But as you can see up in here, where her hair is more packed together and dirty, that's where the shed hairs come out very easily. And this is actually not a lot of hair for somebody's hair to have been up since maybe a week or two before Thanksgiving. Turn around. Y'all, I don't know if I told y'all, but we were on fire. This whole video is about detangling tips for detangling. So you can watch this video back. I don't know when you chimed in on the video, and thank you again for chiming in. But this whole video is tips on detangling thick hair, and I'm showing you guys how I detangle her very thick hair using our TM hair product smooth through detangler, the combs I use, the technique I use. So you can go back and watch this video, and it should definitely help you when you get the products. It should definitely help you with detangling your hair. Okay, now this section is completely detangled. Like I told y'all, I like to clean up the part. So I'm going to take this part loose, and I'm going to clean up the parts. I'm going to clean up the part. Comb through it. And when I say clean up the part, like straighten this part out. Oh, I need to. Oh, it's a little corner right here I didn't detangle. Let me detangle this little corner right here so I can clean this whole section up right quick. Because I don't like to leave it out and loose. Turn around right quick. And if you have knots in your hair, like when you take your braids out, if you have knots, squeeze the detangler on the knot and work the knot out, and then go ahead and detangle. Don't try to comb through it because you're going to pull so much hair out. So if you have like a set knot, if I run into one while I'm doing her hair, I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so let us This is what I mean. Like I like to clean up the parts, and I comb through it because again, her hair is so coily that it will, if I leave it like, let's just say I say, okay, I'm gonna leave it like this and I'm gonna move to the next section. This part is going to start to coil up. It's going to shrink and it's going to start to coil back up on itself. And then I'm going to have to re-detangle it again. So for me, just to make it easier for me, cut my detangling time down. This just helps me. Or you can loose braid it. Just don't braid it really tight because you have to take it back loose. But you can twist it or loose braid it or, whatever you like to do. But just to keep the hair from keeping it stretched and keep it from tangling back up on itself. I was getting ready to tell y'all something. I forgot. I don't know. You can see, guys, I'm not using so much detangler, but because her hair is thick, her hair is very thick, and I needed to penetrate, and her hair has been up for 6-7 weeks. I gotta be able to detangle it. But using the water is very helpful, so you don't squeeze detangler directly onto dry hair. You don't want to do that. One, you'll use up too much of your product. You want to be able to have the stretch your product and have it penetrate. Now, if your hair is not as tangled as hers, if your hair is not as thick as hers is, then you would use whatever amount that's appropriate for your hair's thickness. Like I wouldn't suggest you use what I use on her hair if your hair is half as thick. Does that make sense? So So if you guys have any questions for me, because I'm going to do this last little section here, and then I will probably sign off because it becomes repetitive, but I wanted you guys to see it. I want you guys to see me do it live. Which comb are you talking about? Um, this comb, and we've already gone over the combs. This comb, you could just get this from the like a regular beauty supply. They have them in the bins in the bottom, and they're loose combs. So this thick comb, you can get it from there. This comb, I buy from a vendor, and I buy them in bulk. I was just telling somebody else that. Now this comb my daughter really likes, and I don't know if you're talking about this comb, but I love this comb because it's a multi-use comb. I use this comb for parting. I use this comb when I silk press because it's heat resistant, so I don't have to worry about it burning or melting. I use this comb obviously for detangling her hair. I use it for parting. So I told somebody else, and I'm not sure if you were on the live then, that when I purchase some more, because I purchased these in bulk, and I can just let you guys know I'm not gonna put them on my site because I'm not trying to sell them like that. I just, because you guys asked me, that's when I get them, and then I just tell you guys, hey, I got the combs. If you guys are interested, this is how much they cost, just like I do with the clips and the spray bottles. You guys asked me about those, and I'm like, okay, well, let me just get some because I know I can get them at a cheaper price, so I can pass the savings on to you. So that's what that is. So when I order some more of these, I'll order a few more for those of you who've asked about them, and then when I do a video, I'll let you guys know. So no, it's not a problem. If you guys like something that I have and you tell me and I can order it in bulk and pass the savings on to you, I have no problems doing that. And a lot of times ordering in bulk, as we all know, is cheaper, but it has to be something that I order and use for myself. In case you guys say, I changed my mind, I don't want it. The things I order are things I order and I keep and I use for myself. So whether I sell it or you guys purchase it or you guys want it or not, I'm going to use it anyway. So just like the clips and the spray bottles, I love those. So I keep them on hand because I use the spray bottles for everything. Not every, but everything. Everything. I use it for sanitizing my kitchen counters because the mist is so fine. I use them for everything. So that's why even for myself, I was like, I gotta buy these in bulk because paying 16, 12, $14 for one. These little spray bottles be like $14 for one. And I sell them to you guys for $6. So I pass the savings on from what I get. I mean, the price that I buy them for, I just pass them on to you guys just because you guys are my customers. So yeah, these we sell for $6. They would not be on our website because I'm not selling them like that. So yeah, just so you guys know. Because somebody else had asked me about them earlier, so. Or not on this video, but somebody else asked me before about those spray bottles. So, as you can see, this section of her hair is pretty much detangled. I'm going to go through it just a little bit more. Spray a little bit more water on it. Yeah, the orange comb is good for detangling big knots. Anything larger than a small standard knot, I would use this comb for. Like if you have a knot that you have to pick out because it's so tight and packed together, I would use this comb or a pointed comb. Let me see if I have another one. Okay, like these combs, well, it had teeth in them. But because these combs, this comb is a whole lot cheaper than this comb. I don't pluck the teeth out of this comb. But this comb is also good. You see the point on it? This comb is also good for little knots that you have to pick out. Her hair is in the way I'm trying to show y'all. For little knots that you have to pick out. All I did, it came with teeth. Now, I do not recommend you to comb your hair with this comb. This comb, you can comb your hair with. You see how the teeth are different? And I don't know if you were on the video, but my daughter said this doesn't snag her hair. This doesn't hurt her hair. That's why I love these combs. But they are a little pricey, and I guess that's why. You get what you pay for. So these don't snag her hair. However, these will. These are $1. You can find these at a dollar store. They might be $1.99, $2 or something like that. But they're very cheap. But you can find them at the beauty supply, and all I did was pluck the teeth out of them, and I just use this because I don't use this to comb their hair. I just use it to, when I have a knot while I'm detangling, I just use that little point to take it out. So this is a cheaper route if you go to your local beauty supply store. This comb don't even have a name on it either. But if you go to your beauty supply store, this is a cheaper route. I'm be honest, this is a far, far, far better comb, but it's far more expensive. These combs like I think $6, $7 a piece. So yeah, so this is far more expensive. This probably $1.99, $2. And this, you could just pluck the teeth out yourself. So it's an alternative if you didn't want to pay $7 for this. But I use this comb for parting, silk pressing, anything. I love this comb, but of course it's a lot more. So, I know we try to save our coins, so I try to give you guys options, and that's why I try to pass the savings on to you guys because it's not that big of a deal to me. Okay, turn here. So now this section here, I'm just going to clean it up. So now you guys, when you guys look at the the edited YouTube videos, you'll know what I'm saying when I say I like to clean up the parts and things like that. Because I know some of you guys be like, what do you mean clean up the parts? But yeah, that's what I like to do. When I say clean up the part, I like to make the part straighter versus leaving it just the way it is. So when you comb the hair, it's easier to comb through. It just helps to keep me organized. That's all. For me, it just helps to keep me organized. All the way down to the ends when she was completely detangled. I don't really use brushes. I don't. I don't have anything against them, but my girl's hair is so coily. I'm afraid that it will pull a lot of hair out. I haven't found a brush. I'm not saying there aren't any out there, but I haven't found a brush that I would use yet. Not saying there aren't any out there. I've seen a few. I have a few dimming brushes and things like that, but I don't use them very often. If I use them, I use them for a specific reason, and I go back to what I know. I'm like, once I find something that works for me, I'm good. So I'm not saying there aren't any brushes out there, but I haven't found any that I would use. So, why? Why did you cut 9 inches off your hair 20 minutes ago? Why? Did you just want a haircut, or was it a tangling problem, or okay? Completely understand. Hair is it's a hair is an it's a it's something. Hair can take a lot of your life, and that's why for me I had to find something to simplify it. That's why you guys don't see me do very much to my own hair, because I don't like spending my whole day doing hair. Like, turn around. I don't like that. That's not enjoyable for me. I don't like spending, like, I see people say they wash day. It's like it's a whole wash day. Um, no, I don't know any braiding hair vendors. I wish I did, because I buy so much of it. Um, you would think somebody would say, "Oh, you know, let me do something with this customer," because I buy braiding hair hundreds of packs at a time. Especially when it's the right price. Turn your head around. I might buy 100 packs of braiding hair, because again, I have 4 daughters and myself. So we go through braiding hair like nothing. So if you know of any good braiding hair vendors, please let me know, because if I had one, I would definitely pass it on to you guys. So now I'm just trying to take this braid loose. I'm not trying to detangle it. I'm just trying to make sure the braid is completely taken down. And that's what this comb comes in handy for as well. I try to take it down with my hands as much as possible, but sometimes when it's like packed to her hair like this, it's harder to take out.
Is there a time limit on this thing?
I don't know.
Cause look at the time.
Oh, Oh, this detangler works on any hair type that tangles. So I have Caucasian clients, I have Hispanic clients, um, I have all kinds of clients. So the detangler works on any hair that tangles. So especially if your hair is colored. I did a video on one of my. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all going in and out of focus. At least on my end, it looks like it is. Yeah, I have Caucasian clients, whose hair tangles and mats. Um, and I did a video on one of them, and she had her hair colored, and how the detangler brought the color of her hair back to life because her color was kind of dull, and the detangler brought her color back to life as well. So yeah, it works on any hair that tangles. That's the beauty of the detangler. Anybody's hair that tangles, your wigs, my wig, if it gets tangled up, I just detangle it and decondition it with the smooth through detangler. Don't be alarmed, guys. This is not her hair. Don't be alarmed. I put a little fake hair at the roots of her braid when I braid her crochet braid. So don't be alarmed. This is not her hair. I know somebody's like, oh my God, she just snatched her hair. Just to help anchor the braids so I don't put too much tension on her edges. So that's why I use just a tiny bit of fake hair in certain spots. That's all. See? I just put a tiny bit of fake hair. It's not even her same hair color, so you guys don't say, she done put that girl hair out. I'm calling the people. So just to let you guys know, it's not even the same color as her hair.
Is that black?
This is brown. That's some brown hair.
Brown?
Mm-hmm. Look. See?
No.
You can't see that's brown?
No.
You wear glasses anyway, so you can't see. It's brown. It's dark brown, but it's brown. I think that's some.
Is my hair brown?
Your hair is like a natural black, like a wannabe natural black.
So no.
Well, you want to care about the turn. You want to care about the split ends because split ends will prevent your hair from growing. Because if you don't cut the split ends off, they will continue to split up the hair. So your hair will look unhealthy. It'll be thin. So you definitely want to get the split ends under control. Because if you don't, as your hair grows longer, the ends are going to continue to split, and that's going to be more hair you have to cut off. So whereas you may have only had to trim that much, now you got to trim that much because you didn't take care of it. So yeah, definitely take care of your split ends. Turn around. You wore this hair to your show, huh? Your performance? Mm-hmm. No wonder. Okay. Right. This hair is packed. See? Y'all, I'm just taking out the braids around. I'm just taking out the braids on the other side. If your ends are ruined to the point of no return, you might have to clip them. But again, the detangler, when you use it as a conditioner, it can repair some of the damage. Now, some damage, if you have irreversible damage, then you have to um, start over from scratch, to be honest. You just have to cut that off. That's just like relaxed hair. That's irreversible damage. The protein bonds are broken. So um, when you, like for me, when my hair was relaxed, I eventually had to cut it off. So it was nothing that I could do. But things that are repairable, when I deep condition my hair is in a better state. So there are things that may be something you can save, but if you don't take care of your hair, it might be a problem. Okay. So just as it grows, just keep the knots out of it. Keep it detangled. And don't color it again until it's healthy. Because if you color hair that's already damaged, you're making it worse. So don't color it again until it's healthy. Okay. My mother used to say, a lesson well taught is one well learned. Okay, guys, so I am going to get off of here because I could have been done detangling her hair. I'm going to get off, but it was great chatting with you guys. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up on your way out. Make sure if you have not subscribed, subscribe, and I will do more videos like this if you guys like them. In the comments, tell me if you guys like more live videos like this. I like them because I can tell you guys things that I don't tell you in the editing portion of the video. So I can show you things right there on the spot. So if you guys like that, turn around, how to deal with certain knots and tangles, and you can see me work through the good, the bad, the ugly. You can see me work through it and how I work through it without breaking my daughter's hair off and all that stuff. Um, Thumbs up this video. Leave it in the comment section so I'll know what you guys want in 2020. And if it's within our power, we can make that happen. So now I'm going to zip through this part. This shouldn't take me but another 20 minutes because I've been talking to y'all. I would have been finished. Thank you. Happy New Year to you. So I'm going to zip through this front part and get it detangled right quick. And then we're going to shampoo her. Yeah, that's, yeah. You see all that? So thank you guys for watching. If you have not, let me tuck in here and say hi. Happy New Year, y'all. I don't have no makeup now, so Happy New Year. So y'all know I didn't plan on coming on here, but this was just a last minute thing we decided to do. And we want to show our face in 2020 and just let you guys know we are on the grind. We are doing what we have to do to keep these girls' hair nice and healthy and using natural and organic hair products to keep it nice and healthy. Because everything and anything is killing our girls and killing our people today. So that's what we want to do. So I'm going to tackle this. And until next time, again, if you guys like these videos, give them a thumbs up. The live videos, the live interaction, so we can come on and I can show you guys right when it's happening, instead of me trying to say it in the editing process. I can show you right when it's happening. Now you guys know I was supposed to be doing a recording a video and just spending time with y'all. I done forgot about the recording. So when y'all look at that video, y'all gonna see a whole lot that's missing. But that's okay. Just leave in the comment section, say, look, just go to the live. She did a live, and all that y'all don't see here, it's in the live. It's y'all's fault. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm gonna tell the people when I edit the video. I'm gonna say it was the people on the live's fault because they didn't remind me to put it up, to turn on my camera. So that's y'all's fault, okay? Thank you, Miss Brittany. You always good. Thank you, Miss Brittany. Thank you for your support. Shout out to Miss Brittany. Thank you for your support. Miss Brittany have been supporting TM Hair Products for a long time. She's a loyal customer, and we appreciate you so much. When we see your name, I wish I could put a face with a name, but when we see your name come across the computer, we like, oh, I'm just like, I feel like I know. Y'all be like, oh, that's Miss Brittany. You know, I feel like I know you, your family now. You know, after so many orders, your family. 5 orders, 6 orders, your family now. So I be like, oh, that's Miss Brittany. Let me get Miss Brittany on out of here. But thank you so much for your support. For all of you. This is not just her. Thank you guys for your support, for supporting TM Hair Products, for watching the videos, for sharing the videos with your family and friends. I get emails saying, "Oh, this person referred me," and all, and we appreciate you guys, because without you, we wouldn't be able to do this. This was just something I decided to do for my daughters and for you guys. Let me get down here, because y'all talking to my chest. Yeah, let me squat down here. For you guys, thank you for you guys to embrace us. I'm sorry, y'all. My wig is lifted, so I don't want to, I don't want to put all that out on, but it's lifting a little bit. I got to tag it down and, do my thing. But anyway, I want to say thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts at TM Hair Products for all of you guys' support down through the years. Some of you guys have been supporting since day one. Yes, Miss Shaw, day one. When I see this come across my desk or my computer, I'm like, oh, let me get Miss Shaw stuff out there. Like, it's like y'all family. Like I can go knock on your door and say, oh, hey, girl, how you doing? Here go your stuff. That's the way I feel in my mind. Don't call me crazy. I'm just telling y'all how I feel. The love that I feel from you guys. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts, because without your support, we would not be able to take TM Hair Products where it is going. And we thank you from the bottom of our hearts, our whole team, my daughters, my husband, my family, my children. We thank you so much. Now, I'm going to get off this live because it could get a little emotional. And I ain't about that today. This 2020. I'm on the grind. I'm not on the emotion.
New Year, new us.
Right. New year, new us. It's us. And you. New year, new you.
New year, new everyone.
Yes. So we're going to get off this live. We're going to finish detangling our hair, and I might come back on and show you how to finish this, but I ain't going to make no promises. Old habits die hard. I'll say I'm coming back on, and then I'd have moved on to something else. So I'm not going to say that. But if I do, don't be surprised. If I do, tune in, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. We love you, and have a happy, happy, happy New Year. Bye, guys. Now, how do I stop this thing? Okay, okay.
The X.
Okay, don't play me like I'm stupid. Like the big X in the corner. Like, really, you gonna say that?